Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and this is our daily show. We're going to be talking about prize picks for the NBA slate on February 8th, Thursday. We have 9 games, and we have 4 plays for you. Before we get into these plays, though, if you've never tried prize picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. They're going to double what you put on, so if you deposit the whole 100, you'll get 200 to play with. Just make sure you put our code in, they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be able to jump on these plays before they get bumped or removed. Happens to us all the time. It's been happening more and more lately. So if you want to jump on this value before the plays change, just make sure your notifications are on as well. And if you guys don't mind doing us a favor and liking the video, it's the best way to support the channel. It just helps us get in front of a larger audience and it helps us grow just as a channel. So we really appreciate you guys. If you don't mind just liking the video, that's a huge help for us. All right, so here are the plays we're going to be covering. I'm going to be covering DAngelo Russell over 25.5 PRA, and I'm going to be taking Giannis Antetokounmpo for under 62.5 fantasy score. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm going to be taking, oh shit, hang on. Okay, I had to switch mine really quick because I pivoted last second. But I'm taking Michael Porter Jr. and LeBron James 3-point combo for over 4. And I'm taking Luka Doncic for over 53.5 PRA.
All right. So before we get into these breakdowns, we just want to tell you guys about our favorite partner, Daily Grind. They've been with us since the beginning of this channel. They've been supporters of us, and we just love those guys over there. They make really great tools. We couldn't have this show, honestly, without the help of Daily Grind's DFS Optimizer. It's a great way to search out plays when you're looking for plays, especially if you don't have a whole lot of time on your hands. And it's a great way to confirm plays. Once you've decided on your plays, you can go back over and it's kind of like a sort of a checklist. You can confirm what you're getting into by looking at all the odds across all the odds makers. And you can look at Daily Grind's odds and their odds to hit indicator. If you're interested in checking out these tools, there's a link in the description of the video, but if you just go to dgfantasy.com and you use code BACKDOOR, they'll give you 25% off of any of their tools. They have a lot of really great DFS tools. So definitely check them out. Their tools are awesome. So, all right, let's get into these plays. Because we are in a little bit of a hurry today. We've got some stuff we got to get to. We're on a little bit of a time crunch. So we're going to try to somewhat fly through these if you guys don't mind. So starting with DAngelo Russell, let's take a look at this over-under for this game. All right, we've got a 230.5 over-under with the Nuggets favored by 3.5. So no big concerns about blowout, but we do have AD and LeBron James. As usual, game time decision. So hopefully they play to keep this game close, but regardless, I like D-Lo to go over this. If we take a look at this matchup, nothing too scary, but a little bit above average. They're 9th in points allowed, 15th in rebounds allowed, and 8th in assists allowed. But he's gone over this 8 out of his last 10 games. And if we take a look at these 2 games where he didn't go over, he actually had lower minutes, just 27 minutes a game in both of those. So when his minutes aren't being lowered like that, he's been crushing this line. And if we take a look at this pattern here, we have the first game he went for 27, he went for 15, and then 21. And so in the way I look at it, I like looking for patterns and trends in the performances. And to me, this is telling me if this continues in this pattern, I know that might be a little bit crazy for some of you guys, but I actually look at stuff like this. This would put us on that ascending, right above, right in that range regardless. But I think that he's going to get his minutes regardless. I just wanted to mention that the only 2 games he missed, he had lower minutes, and he's been kind of ascending in his performance with those lower minutes. But if we have LeBron and AD game time decisions, I think that even if they play, he should be getting at least in that 30 minutes plus mark. But he played great last game, 38, PRA. And this is typical for him to go over this, and he doesn't have too scary of a matchup. So I'm feeling good about this play. We hop over to Daily Grind. They have this favor to go over at 51.86% odds to hit the over, and at a minus 126 is what they have their odds set at. We got a minus 120 with FanDuel, but everyone else is a minus 125 or higher for the most part. So they're kind of all leaning in the favor of D-Lo getting this done. So that's going to be my first play. My next play, I'm going to be going with Giannis Antetokounmpo under his fantasy score. I think this is just set a little too high, and obviously it's Giannis, so go with your gut. But he's got a really tough matchup tonight. We got a 226.5 over under with the Bucks favored by 1, but the Bucks have been struggling since Doc Rivers came on. They're still figuring things out. It's tough to change your system this late in the season, and now they're having to adjust to Doc Rivers' system, and they just haven't figured it out yet. So if you're uncomfortable with this play, just fade it, go with something else. But I think this is just set too high personally. If we hop over here to Outlier, we can see he's only gone over this 3 out of his last 10 games. And if we hop over to, let's see, where are you at here? I'm going to go to the PRA real quick. The PRA matchup, even on PRA where that line's set, he's only gone over it 4 out of his last 10. But if you look at this matchup to power forwards, 10th in points allowed, 6th in rebounds allowed, and number 1 in assists allowed to power forward. So he's got a really tough matchup. And with the fantasy score, if he happens to turn the ball over, he loses points. So it's, go with your gut. I'm going to be taking the under on this one. I just don't think they have things figured out just yet in Milwaukee with the new coaching staff. If we hop over to Daily Grind for this one, they have this favor to go under as well at a 52.62% odds to hit the under. They have it at just a minus 111, so it's kind of a 50-50 shot. Go with your gut. Giannis could just be Giannis and go nuts any given game, so I understand this play's a little bit scary, but I'm going to be taking the under on this one. If we actually take a look at the fantasy score for Giannis, his last 5, he hasn't really been getting this done other than against Dallas, which was a really good matchup for him when he went nuts. But 62.5 is just a little too high for me. So I'm going to be taking the under here. And I want to say before I pass it over to Jordy, make sure you consider the fact that we're within an hour of the trade deadline. So some trades could affect the way some of these plays work. But if, any guys you take end up getting traded, you should have an option because they're going to inevitably be a DNP. Just make sure if you want to jump on canceling your entry, that goes for beyond the plays we're taking. I just wanted to let you guys know. Keep an eye on that because it's closing in on that last hour. All right, Jordy, you want to get into yours, bro?
Yeah, man. So to get into my 2 here, I've got this Luka Doncic PRA over 53.5. Surprisingly, saying is pretty low for him. I know it's the Knicks and it's a very tough matchup. 2nd in points, 3rd in rebounds, 17th in assists. But Luka's had monster games against them. He went for 91 PRA the last matchup they had. He had 60 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 assists, which is just a wild stat line. But that was about a year and a half ago. So over the last 10 games, he has gone over this 7 out of 10 times. Obviously, he had this monster, another 90-point PRA game. We went for 73 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. But, I'm not expecting him to do anything too crazy. I think he'll at least get us like 35, 40 points and then get the rest done with rebounds and assists. His triple-double is juiced to go over in like a lot of different apps like Sleeper and stuff like that. So I think the PRA at 53.5 just kind of makes sense. With the matchup and everything, this is not juiced to go over. It's just barely juiced to go under at a 50.64% chance. So it's a minus 119. So it's just a 50-50 shot. And that's kind of the way his PRA is, but I kind of like him in these games where, it's a big matchup against the Knicks. And on the injury report, obviously Seth Curry just got traded, and so did Grant Williams. They're both getting traded for PJ Walker, so that'll be interesting to see PJ Walker.
Washington?
Oh, Washington, sorry. PJ Washington. That would have been crazy if they gave up all that for Walker. But they I don't know why I even said Walker. I guess I was thinking of Lonnie Walker. I don't know. But PJ Washington is going to be a Dallas Maverick now, so that'll be fun. Irving is a game time decision with the right thumb sprain. I think he'll play. Why is it saying Daniel Gafford? Did he get traded there? Yeah, look this up real quick.
Did Gafford get traded?
Wow. Wait. Mavericks acquired Daniel Gafford from the Wizards. Whoa.
Oh my god.
That's sick. Okay. Well, that's fun.
That's huge.
So, Luka's going to have to go crazy tonight.
They got Gafford and Washington?
Yeah. And
oh my God.
Derek Lively is out for an extended period of time with that nose surgery too, so that makes sense for them. They don't know if he's going to even be back this year really, so we'll just see. This is going to be a fun night though. That's really exciting for the Mavericks. They just got a whole lot better. So yeah, we're just kind of figuring this out live, so that's kind of fun. But definitely taking Luka's PRA over here. It's not juice to go over, so just go with your gut. And for my next play, I'm going with this combined three-pointer thing for Porter Jr. and LeBron James. I feel good about this. I was going to just take Porter Jr.'s points and rebounds, so if you like this, you can take that. This is juice to go over. But it's a decent little matchup. He's had monster games against the Lakers. So I just want to give you that in case you don't like the combo. This is what I was going to go with, but I just like this combo play because I think it just makes a little bit of sense. He's had some pretty big three-point shooting games over the last head-to-heads against the Lakers. He went for 4 a couple times and 3 and 2 almost every other time. So he's gone over 2.5 three-pointers in 5 out of 7 games against them. He has big games against the Lakers. I don't know why, if he just likes playing LeBron or what, but and then they just need to make a total of 5 to go over or 4 to push. And LeBron is favored to go over 1.5 in the head-to-head. He's gone over this 4 out of 8 times. So if Porter gets us 3 and LeBron gets us 2, they're going to cash this, or vice versa. LeBron can go for 4 threes or 3 threes. We've all seen him go off too. So either one of these guys could realistically just cash this line for us. So just depends on what kind of night they're having. So I really like this play to go over. This one is juice to go over at a 52.81% chance. It's a minus 112. So on the odds makers, they're like, we're not going to give you anything too crazy because it's 3-pointers. So this is the 2 I'm going with. I feel good about these. And man, I'm stoked to hear that Gafford's going to the Mavs. That's awesome.
Bro, his dunk props are gonna go through the roof.
Yeah, with Luka
those
lobbing
lobs. Yeah, man. Wow, this is exciting, man.
Sure.
Looks like the Suns got Royce O'Neal and David Roddy.
Okay.
Which I'm excited about. I wasn't against them getting Royce O'Neal. I just didn't want to give up Nasir Little. And they were talking originally about Nasir Little and Josh Okogie and some second rounders. I'm like, what for Royce O'Neal? No way.
Yeah,
But if we're not giving up much, I'm good with a few picks. And it looks like we traded away Watanabe. It's kind of a bummer. I like Watanabe, but David Roddy, I like them bringing that grit. That dude's got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, man, exciting day. So keep an eye on those trades. It's going to be happening a lot. We still got 50 minutes from the time we're recording this. So, keep an eye on that because you might have some slips you need to adjust if you took players who are getting moved. But that's going to do it for us. These are the 4 we're running with the Daily Show. And if you are interested in checking out any of our affiliates, we're going to kind of cut this one short. So we have like Chalkboard, we have our Discord, we have Outlier, all of that stuff, really great tools. Check out the links in the description of the video. There's all sorts of stuff to get into in there. So check all those out. I'm just going to throw it out like that today instead of walking through everything. But we appreciate you guys. We hope you have a great day. Enjoy watching the rest of these trades go down. Enjoy the slates tonight, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.